Alrighty, folks, welcome back to Kyle's Beer Reviews on this terrific Thursday here in the Tri-State. Heavy rain hanging on, as you can see, flooding this morning. Today I have a unique brew. This is a brew from the Cider Boys Brewing Company called Mad Bark. Cider Boys Brewing Company. It says here on the bottle, bottled by Cider Boys Cider Company, Stevens Point, Wisconsin. This is the Mad Bark. It's a apple cinnamon hard cider from Cider Boys. Mad Bark. You see the bottle there. I have had this on draft, and folks, it is killer. Jungle Gems. You know, I'm a big cider fan. Again, I think I'm in the norm here. Love cider beers. I had this. It was awesome on tap, but hoping for good things out of the bottle. I haven't seen that much enough. Even Jungle Gems was out of single bottles. I didn't want to buy a 6-pack. I splurged today. I was at a gas station. I was like, you know what? I'm going to pick this up, do a review on it as well. So let's get the top off here. It is a twist off, believe it or not. It's our Cider Boys bottle cap there for all you folks. Cider Boys hard cider. This is good. Let's get a pour on this. Do not have any glassware from this company, unfortunately. So I'll go with my Uinta glass. Great brewery out of Utah. Good folks there. I have 4 or 5 Uinta glasses, so makes for a good pour here. Get this pour here. Checks in at 5% ABV by volume. What's that hissing noise? And it's typical to most cider beers. 5%, 6%. They're not going to be any higher than really 6 at the highest. Usually between 4 and 6. So right on schedule there. There's the pour. And look at that. Look at that color. Typical cider color. Get this poured out here. There you go. You see that? Yeah, a lot of carbonation there. Head dissipated very quickly. Yeah, made about a 1/4 inch head. It's dissipating very fast. So not a lot of head to this, but there is some pretty good carbonation on this particular. Let's get the aroma. Oh, yeah, this apple cinnamon. And that's what this is at. You're getting it all there. I mean, you're getting it. Yeah, cinnamon. It's just pure cinnamon. It's almost like that cinnamon, like cinnamon stick that's in like the candle. This is a phenomenal beer. The head's already gone. I mean, that's not even 40 seconds. That's interesting. But good color on it. And like I said, I love this beer on tap. Let's think good thoughts on the draw on the pour here. Cheers, folks. Get a taste on the Mad Bark Cider Boy Brewing Company. Excellent. Oh, that's nice. Really, this is a great fall beer. I think it's just year round, because I remember trying this back in around May a couple months ago. This is what the bottle says it is, apple cinnamon. You get a lot of apple up front with like a cinnamon finish. It's blended very, very nicely. This is the only beer I've had from Cider Boys, the Mad Bark. They have a lot of beers, but this is very good. So this is a killer fall beer if you're into, like I said, a Saturday watching football, Sunday watching football, or just, you know, perhaps cutting that grass one last time of the year in early October, mid-October, crack one of these. This is great. Again, 5%, and not bad. A 6-pack ran me $9.20 with tax, so $8.99. So that's doable. And to me, this is scary, because I want to let the Jungle Gems drink. I think somebody's like, you like cider beers, try the Mad Bark. And I love cider beers. And I've had some good cider and some bad cider. This is really good, one of the better ones. And I drank one of these, and I ended up drinking 3 or 4 of them. And, you know, at the time you think 5% just tastes like water. I mean, I could literally chug this. I'm not going to do that on a video, but this is really good. I think it's going to be a B+ beer. Not too sweet either. You know, a lot of ciders that are sweet. This is not overly sweet. There's a little bit of sweetness in there with this, but not. It's certainly tolerable. This is definitely one of the better ciders. And cheers to the boys at Cider Boys, Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Again, 5% ABV by volume. Has the apple and cinnamon. It is what it says it is, and I've always liked that about a beer, is if it is what it says it is. Now let's see if we can find a label here on a freshness date, though. That kind of worries me. Yeah, that's nowhere to be found, so that's kind of curious. There's a barcode stamp. Yeah, so kind of take that away. I don't see anything that says freshness by date. So I will I'll still give it a B+. I think it's a great beer. You know, this is not, again, a fall beer for me. I think it's brewed year round, and I understand, you know, a lot of companies are shying away from seasonal beers because of cost. You know, with pumpkin beers, they have the ingredients and time. You only sell something for 2 or 3 months shelf life. So a lot of, even seasonals. I know in California they have pumpkin year-round. They're being grown year-round. I know some of these ciders are being brewed year-round. You know, Leinenkugel is making some shandy beers year-round. So I understand that because the time and effort going into this. But this is a B+ beer. I enjoy this. If you're a cider fan or you just like cinnamon and you love apples, this is your beer. Again, not a whole lot to say about it on Beer Advocate or on tap. They don't really get into the ciders. See if I check that in. But B+ beer for me, I could easily drink 4 or 5 of these. It's not too sweet. That's what I'm going to say is a good thing about it. But one thing Cider Boys do need to put the first one above. That's 1 minus. But overall, a great beer. Get one final swig here and wrap this up. Excellent brew. Excellent brew, folks. Great. I mean, this is, I was just saying, you know, bonfire, October, November, my God. I mean, it's unbelievable. You know, like a Saturday, Sunday watching football, late October, crack this open, you're in heaven. So, terrific beer. Cheers to the boys at Cider Boys, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Again, everyone stay safe, stay dry out there, and happy Friday Eve. See you.